Face to your right. Face your right. Face your right. You're right.
Welcome back to Advocacy Alchemy with Professor Ross. Today we have a good one, guys. What started as a simple traffic stop for an expired tag, well, it went left and turned into a high-stress, high-damage confrontation in a parking lot. The driver hits not one, but 2 police vehicles in front of STEM police officers. Her explanation, she was confused, scared, and it was her birthday, but the officers think it was something else entirely. Let's break down the footage, the law, and whether this was just panic or a felony in motion. With that, let's jump in.
Hey, hands up right now. Hands up, do not move. Do not move, hands out the window, do it now. Hands out the window. Hands out the window, both of them.
Show me your hand. Don't move.
Hold on. Hey guys, get behind me. I can point it out already.
Yep.
Yeah. Come back here. We'll call them out.
Yep, we're good.
Stop.
Hey, move back up.
You guys good?
Yep, we're coming out the passenger side.
Hands. We're gonna bring this car up. We'll do it just like we would. We're gonna have him come out the side over here.
Yep,
okay?
that's fine.
Let Julio get set.
All right. You got commands over there?
Hey,
Let Julio set up. He'll get control of him.
bring him out passenger side.
Julio, give commands for now. Make sure you got control.
Hey, just heads. Hey, passenger was reaching around a lot. Just heads up.
Hey, make sure you got control before we start getting commands back.
We're ready. You set?
Yep,
He's gonna get the passenger out and then
got
we'll switch commands to you.
it. Got it.
Step out! Face away from me now! Hands up!
Go.
Yeah. Passenger, slowly turn around and face us. Keep your hands in the air. Slowly turn around. Keep turning. Turn back around. Face away from me. Face away from me. Slowly start stepping back towards the sound of my voice. Keep stepping back. Keep stepping back. Keep your hands in the air. Keep stepping back. 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 Stop. Sidestep into the grass. Sidestep right into the grass. All right, now keep coming back.
We're gonna have a bunch of crossfires. Just bring us straight back.
Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Face to your right. Face your right. Face your right. You're right. Go. Keep coming back. Let's go. Sidestep. Sidestep. Sidestep.
Just grab her.
Oh my god.
Step out. Face away from me now. Face away. Go.
Sidestep to your right. Sidestep to your right. Slowly walk back towards the sound of my voice. Keep your hands in the air. Keep your hands in the air. Keep your hands in the air. Walk back towards the sound of my voice. Did I tell you to step left? Stay in the grass. Slowly walk backwards. Slowly walk backwards. Keep coming. 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 Face your right. Face to your right. Now sidestep. 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 Now walk backwards slowly. Anyone else in that car?
All right. Just give me.
There should be a shield right here.
Over here, and we're gonna come up on the passenger side, and then we'll have you move out of the way. Okay?
I think we should be good with just.
You guys go, and then I'll let him know when.
Are you guys ready?
Yep.
All right. Take it. Go.
Yep.
They're moving up now.
All right. Rear's clear.
What's good?
Can you hit that trunk? Rear's clear. All right. We're good.
Go, get out of here. Go, tell me what's the clip and not the radio. It's in reverse. So let him move, and then we can get in there quick.
Yeah, I just put it in park real quick. You probably need to hit the
You might have to hit the brake. Can you move your car real quick?
Dude, this was a very impromptu DT. She crashed in. She crashed into them.
Is it in park now?
Yeah, it's in park. Look at that, bro. Right. Center mass. Someone's phone is on. It's fine. It was a DT.
Here, so.
Oh,
Born in because of jail. They crazy. I don't blame them.
it's in park, yeah.
I heard the first smash.
No, so she tried to flee and crash into him.
Oh.
And then she tried to reverse and hit me.
Okay.
So she was trying to bang herself out.
Okay, I heard that. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Because oh, that sounded like a cross.
Yeah, she tried to flee and didn't realize he was there and rear-ended him. And then she backed up and hit me. And then we were like back and forth.
Oh, okay.
Oh, please don't tell me I'm going to jail for something I didn't do.
I have to, in order to talk to you, I have to read your rights. That's it.
Okay.
Just so we're all on the same page, okay?
Am I getting a ticket or something?
We're going to explain that in a minute. All right, you have the right to remain silent. Do you understand? I just need a verbal yes or no.
Yes.
You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand? Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand?
Yes.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one will be provided for you before questioning without charge. Do you understand?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to talk to me?
No.
All right. So, stopped you because your tag's bad. I'm assuming you just bought that car.
I just bought a car. Yes.
Okay. All right,
and the
cool.
dealership is taking forever.
Take it
Motor
forever.
car
All right.
company.
Well, did you update your address? Because that's usually the biggest thing we see is people don't update their addresses.
Yeah, everything.
And the
when-
dealership will send it to their old address.
They
and
did.
then okay,
did.
they just
No.
didn't do it.
They just didn't do it. They just emailed me like the day before yesterday. It was like,
Yeah.
hey, we have your tag. And I was like, okay. I'll come get it Saturday morning.
I
I had to
gotcha.
work all day yesterday and today.
I got you. So, Dr. Our traffic stop here, obviously. And explain to me your thought process of what happened.
I don't know, to be honest. I was
Okay.
scared.
Okay.
When y'all pulled me over, I was like, oh, this must be random.
Okay. So, we stop you for your bad tag.
Okay.
We think you're going to stop. And you keep going. And then
Well,
you
I was
actually
gonna pull
rear end
over.
the truck in front of you. Right?
But they stopped. It was a
What?
police officer.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
like,
that's
maybe
what
he
happens.
stopped
You
to
stop.
me.
You stop, right? So you rear end the truck in front of you. They turn their lights on, right? And then you throw your car in reverse and then crash into us.
No, y'all were right behind me.
Why would you go in reverse?
No, because when the car stopped and I noticed it was the police, I was like, okay, let me back up and go around them. But I was so confused. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Well, usually when you see the red and blue lights, what do you think that means?
Right, stop. I was going to
Stop,
pull over
right?
because of the traffic. I didn't want
It was just us.
Right. I
It
didn't
was
know-
you were the only car, and then the pickup truck in front of you,
Okay.
and then behind you. That's it. We were the only ones. We were the first ones at the light.
When I tell you, I just seen lights flickering, and then when I looked in my side mirror, I was like, okay, they're pulling me over.
Mhm.
I was like, okay, like let me pull over, like to the normally I pull over.
Okay.
I've got stopped by my daughter's school before.
I got you.
before,
So
and then they pulled me
what
over.
was the thought process behind trying to reverse out and then drive forward and do all that? What was?
Well, when the car stopped, the truck stopped in front of me.
Yeah.
And I noticed, I was like,
Because
okay,
there's
maybe.
a yield sign. There's traffic going across the way, so he's got to stop.
To be honest, I'm
right?
not gonna lie, I was scared.
I got
I'm
you.
scared of police. I'm scared of everything, that goes on. But when he stopped and I stopped, and I was like, oh my God, did he just back into me or did I hit him? And that's why I reversed. And I was like, okay, let me go around him. And then when I realized he was police too, I'm like, okay, this must be like a jam or something. Maybe they're trying. And then the police came running on the side. I don't know if they had a gun or whatever because I don't have my glasses on, but I was kind of nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was
I
just
got
all
you.
nervousness. That's all it was. It was all nervousness.
I got you.
I'm an innocent civilian. I don't.
Well, I mean, you're out here crashing into police cars, and you're trying to like I don't know, and then your passenger. I know there wasn't anything in the car, but she starts moving around like crazy. I don't know. She seems like she's had a little bit to drink or something, or whatever she's got going on.
Well, no, we was
I'm
going to
not-
take our drinks to the club. It's my birthday.
I got you. Happy birthday. Okay.
Thank you.
But like we got to do better, man. Like
Right.
that's not normal.
We was
You
just
can't.
nervous.
I know.
That's all. Like, we're ladies,
nerve.
it's my birthday.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Mhm.
Nervous is normal,
Right.
right? That is not normal. You crashing into cars and rocking back and forth is not normal.
Well, when he stopped, I didn't know if he hit me or if I hit him.
No,
Like,
he
it
stopped.
was-
So he stopped, right? Because he knew what was happening. We were conducting our traffic stop, and people like to run from us. So he stopped
Right.
many feet in front of your car.
No, it was. It wasn't that.
It was.
far.
Hold on. It
Okay,
was.
Okay.
So you saw us. You then continued to drive forward, probably because you were looking
I
around,
looked in the side
right?
mirror and I said, I'm gonna pull over.
So you hit the truck in front of you, then you put your car in reverse, and then rammed into and then you rammed into our truck, and that's when the front truck then backed into you.
Wow, it's cold. I'm sorry.
I got you. See, you see what I'm saying though?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not normal behavior.
Okay.
Right.
Honestly, it was just nervousness. I felt like I didn't know if he backed into me, so then I backed up to get to at least get off of his tail.
I got you.
And then I just felt like a whole bunch going on. I'm like, okay, this is too much. I get scared of police. I don't have time for this. It's my birthday.
I got you. All right, just come over here for me.
You're gonna be under arrest. Okay.
Why am I under arrest?
Yeah, that's what the officer that talked to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's telling me. Okay. So you had a couple options right now. Okay. This is your friend. Her license is bad. Your first option is we can tow your vehicle. Second option is we give your vehicle to her with your permission.
I can't see.
You don't have to drive the vehicle, but you just have it, and then you can take possession of it. You just park it, yeah. And you get someone to come drive it. But if you don't want her to have your vehicle, that's fine. It's up to you. We just have to tow it.
What was the reason that I'm under arrest?
For fleeing and eluding. Okay.
I tried to flee.
Oh yeah, you tried to flee. Remember that time you hit two police cars trying to get out?
I was not fleeing.
Yeah, you couldn't because we pinched you in. So anyway,
I was not gonna.
All right, listen, that's besides the point. So, what do you want us to do with the car? If you want a third option, that we could do is we could park it right here. Like I could park it, or somebody right here, lock it, and give you the keys in your property. But then she's gonna have to figure out how to ride it.
Just call your mom. I'll get the key. Could you guys park it? Because I can't drive without my glasses. I cannot see. And I'll just wait for her mom in the car. Can I do that?
Can I call my mom?
That's not.
She works for the chief of police. Can I call my mom?
That's not up to me. That's up to her. Do you want her to have your car?
Because I can't drive
my
nothing.
mom?
You cannot call your mom right now. So do you want her to have your car? And you want me to park your car right here and give her the keys?
Yeah, because...
Okay. This purse right here? This is your purse?
Yeah.
And this is the cash you want her to have?
No, she take my whole purse.
I'll just leave it in the I'll just leave it in the car. Okay?
Have they already read her and everything? Good. Ma'am, if you don't mind, I'm going to sit you in there. It's warmer in there. Okay? Just come with me.
Or just call Jazz, tell her call my mama. 1960. Call Jazz, tell her call my mama.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. You don't have any phones on you, nothing? Okay. Just give me 1 second, all right?
Interesting way to spend your birthday, right? All right, let's look at the charges. All right, this is in Orlando, Florida. Seems like we spent a whole bunch of time in Florida, right? The first charge, aggravated fleeing or attempting to elude a law enforcement officer causing damage. This is found at the Florida statute, section 316.1935, section 3B. The definition says when you willfully flee law enforcement after being ordered to stop and causing property damage or personal injury. Now, this penalty is a second-degree felony. It carries up to 15 years in prison or up to 15 years of probation and a fine of up to $10,000. Now, here, the officers had activated their sirens, and the woman, Angel, she didn't stop. She struck two patrol cars. She struck the car that was in front of her, who actually ended up being a police car. They cut on their lights. She reversed right back into the car that turned on their lights first. And apparently the front car then pinned her in so she wouldn't try to leave. That meets the criteria for aggravated fleeing. Now moving on to our next one. Now I have a question mark here for a reason, all right? Criminal mischief. This is found at the Florida statute 806.13. Now this is defined as willfully and maliciously damaging property belonging to someone else. Now it has three major elements that have to be met. You have to have willful and malicious intent. I think that's where this is going to fail. Number two, actual property damage. We have that. And number three, ownership by another party. We have that. It's ownership by the city. Now let's walk through this slowly, all right? You have your elements, we have whether we met them, and brief explanation. All right, damage. We got 2 cruisers that were damaged, so we have that one. Ownership, the police vehicles, once again, they're owned by the city. That element's met. Once again, the intent, willful and malicious. Now, she might meet the willful, but the malicious intent, that's having bad intentions altogether. She claims she didn't realize she hit anyone. She said she was trying to get away, and she panicked and said she was scared. Now, the police might claim she knew she was being told to stop. And remember, one police officer said she tried to bang herself out. And then they also talk about how the reverse movement looked deliberate. The very first reversal off of the truck in front of her. So, do you think it meets the threshold for willful and malicious? Once again, it's an open question. It will go to a jury. Most of the time, the prosecutors won't try to bring a case when it fails on one of the very first elements. But let's move into the jury perspective, and we can discuss this a little bit more. Okay, so let's say that you're on this jury. You've seen the footage and you've heard her say, I was scared. I didn't know what was going on. But the officers say, you hit both of these cars. Damage was done, and the prosecution brings 2 charges, aggravated fleeing and criminal mischief. Now here's what you must weigh. Legally, criminal mischief requires a willful act of damage. Now intuitively ask yourself, did this feel like panic or an attempt to escape? You saw how they initiate this stop with all types of weapons out. Was the woman, Angel, and her friend fearful and confused, just trying to navigate this stop? Or was she recklessly trying to flee and run away, regardless of who she hit? Now here's a question for deliberation. That's when the jury goes back and they talk together and try to come up with a verdict. Would you convict Angel of criminal mischief based on what you saw and felt? Or does her explanation create enough doubt to make you pause? Remember to drop your verdict in the comments below. Guilty or not guilty on the criminal mischief especially. Remember, this is where jurors live, in that space in between facts and feelings. Every criminal case moves through a ladder of evidentiary standards. Each step requires more proof than the last. These levels define not only what officers can do on the street, but also what the prosecution must prove in court. Let's climb this ladder using the facts from this case. First, we have the bottom rung. We have mere suspicion. This is the lowest level. It's simply a gut feeling. Only intuition, no facts. When officers saw Angel's expired tag, they may have had mere suspicion that something was wrong. It wasn't enough to arrest her or search her car, but it planted the seed for further investigation. That's that first small voice in your head that says something's up, something's wrong, something's not right. Moving up to the next level, we have reasonable suspicion. This means the officer has specific, articulable facts suggesting that a crime may be occurring. Here, the expired temporary tag combined with Angel's failure to immediately pull over gave officers the right to initiate a stop. This level allows for a brief detention and a short investigation. Something like pulling over a car, asking for ID, but it doesn't authorize the police to make an arrest just yet or to search your vehicle. All right, moving up one more level, probable cause. Now you've heard about this one before. This gives legal authority to make an arrest, to go get a search warrant, and in certain occasions, to do a warrantless search. It means there's a fair probability, based on the facts and circumstances, that this suspect has committed a crime. All right, now when Angel rear-ended the first police car, the truck, then she reversed and hit the other police car, the initial one that tried to stop her, officers had more than enough evidence to support probable cause for her arrest. The damage combined with the perceived attempt to flee gave clear justification for arresting her on felony fleeing and potentially for criminal mischief. Now moving up one more level, we have preponderance of the evidence. All right, this is the standard using civil cases and for some administrative decisions. it means the claim is more likely true than not. It takes about 51% of the evidence in your favor to win this type of case. Now, if this were a civil suit about who caused the vehicle damage, Angel would almost certainly be held liable, because it's only going to take 51% of the evidence. We can reach that low. It's not a low burden, but this video would suffice. Or not necessarily our video, but the full video. We would need the dash cam showing when they initiated the lights and when she ran into that first car. And then we would get probably the dash cam from the other vehicle once they initiate their lights. All right, moving up one more level, we have number 5, clear and convincing evidence. Now, this is a higher standard that's used in matters like license, suspension, and revocation matters, restraining orders, and when a person wants to bring certain defenses in criminal cases. All right, this requires a firm belief or conviction in the truth of the allegations. Now, a judge who's evaluating whether Angel should lose her driving privileges or be placed on probation could find her behavior might have met this threshold. She admitted she didn't understand what was happening, but there's damage. There's a disregard for following commands, and that's some powerful evidence against her. All right, let's move on to our final one, beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, this is the highest standard and it's used in every criminal case. Now, this means simply that there are no other reasonable alternatives beside the defendant being guilty of the crime that's charged against them. Now, for Angel to be convicted of aggravated fleeing, the state must prove that she knew the police were trying to stop her and that she deliberately tried to escape, causing damage in the process. Now, for criminal mischief, they must go a little further and prove that she willfully and maliciously damaged the property, not merely that she hit someone out of fear or confusion. Now, this final standard is where cases go to be resolved, all right? At trial is where it's going to be the final say-so, or if a person is going to be convicted or acquitted, let go free. So for this last one, it wasn't did she do it, it's did she intend to do it? And did you believe that beyond a reasonable doubt? Now, this case started with an expired tag, but it ended with felony charges, tactical takedowns, and a courtroom decision that's going to be looming out there. Now, whether or not Angel intended to flee and whether or not she willfully damaged police property are questions that the legal system now has to resolve. But what we saw today reminds us of something a little bit deeper. Your response to pressure can define your legal reality. Fear is real. Confusion is also common, but the law draws a sharp line between panic and crime, between poor decision-making and felony conduct. We explored how criminal mischief might seem like a natural charge here, but legally, it hinges on intent. And that is where reasonable doubt lives. As a juror, as a bystander, as a viewer, it's not just about what happened. It's about what the evidence proves and what our intuition and intellect tell us about someone's motive. All right. We also took a look at our 6 evidentiary standards like we do daily. Understanding these layers helps you think like a lawyer, a juror, and a fully informed citizen. So, what was our major lessons? Don't let a small issue avalanche into a major one. Don't let your fear dictate how you react in high-stress moments. Always know your rights and how your response to authority can either protect you or cost you everything. Now, I have to hear from you. Guilty or not guilty? Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, this is Advocacy Alchemy, and I am Professor Ross. I'll see you tomorrow. Everyone have a great Friday. Be safe out there.
Please subscribe to Advocacy Alchemy for more lectures from Professor Ross.